Tell me about, as an actor, where you have come from and how you got here and what you're interested in doing as an actor.
I started acting when I was 9 years old. My mother was a PR in the movie business. She was working with a Chilean director called Raúl Ruiz, who made movies in France in the 80s, early 80s. So he hired me for a movie in 83 called City of Pirate. And from then he kept on hiring me for different movies till he died 4 years ago. So I did 12 movies with him since the 80s. And I guess he gave me the will and the want to be an actor. But then I've been working since 83, so I made many movies, but with all kind of directors, mostly art house movies, author, like we say in France. And so that's where I come from.
Tell me about Romer.
Romer, yeah, sure. Romer was, I met him when I was 22, thanks to a French actress called Ariel Dombal, who was very close to Romer. And she told me, we were working together with Ariel, and she told me once that Romer was looking for a boy, a guy, a young man, for his next movie, Conte d'été, Summer Tale. And he needed an actor that could play music. And since I play guitar, Ariel thought it would be a good idea for me to meet Romer, and she organized the first meeting in his building in Paris, Avenue Pierre-Ier de Serbie, who is a mythical building because you have one floor is Godard, the other one is Film du Losange with Barbet Schroeder, another one is Eric Romer, so I was kind of impressed. It was a bit like the Gotham City of French cinema, French New Wave. Anyway, I went there. She introduced me to Romer, who was very shy, very in this little office with boxes everywhere in which she kept many different notes and pieces of paper, and very organized, but very shy. He wouldn't look me in the eye. He was standing like this, and suddenly when I would say something that he was interested in, he would fix me with very blue iron eyes, and I could feel that he liked me, I mean for the part at least. And from this day I went to his office a few times to do rehearsal with the other actresses. Amanda Langlais, who was close to Romer because she was also in Pauline à la Plage, and the two other actresses. And we started rehearsing. He was scared because it was a movie that was shot on location on big beaches in Normandy. And he was scared that the actors wouldn't be talking loud enough because we couldn't wear some
microphones.
So he wanted me to speak loud. So he went to his kitchen. He put some water to boil to make the tea. He lit on the radio and he asked me, "Can you say the text loud enough so I can hear you clearly?" So that was my casting, my test for the movie. And then for the shooting, it was very a small crew, like maybe 6 people. And Romer was taking care of everything. He was doing the schedule. He was doing the sandwiches and waking up the actors and the actresses.
Waking them up.
I mean, it was we were all in the same house, and there was some kind of holiday feeling for the shoot. We would shoot maybe 2 hours a day because he knew exactly where every day was supposed to be shot. So he knew about the tides, he knew about the weather, and so it was. We were following him. He was very inspired, and I guess he was very happy with what he was doing. Every night I saw him watching the dailies on the TV in the main room of the house, and he was very into his work. No distraction, I mean, obviously.
Now here's a really tough question, because he's sitting right there. But this is his first film. You've made many films. How is your experience with different filmmakers? How different are they, and how was it working on this particular film?
Of course, they are all very different. There are some directors, even though they have made only one movie, they are already good and they know what they want and they have the right way to speak to the crew and to the actors. And some others, even though they have made many movies, they still don't get it. So it's something, I guess, it's intuitive. You learn, of course, making movies, how to behave on a set, but you have to have the temper. And first, I think, from my point of view, you have to be the leader, to be strong enough to handle all those people, to talk to a crazy actress who didn't sleep last night, find the right way to speak to her, find a way to speak to the guy who pushed the traveling, the grips, and talk to the producer, even talk to the one who gives you money at the beginning of the project. So for me, it's just the first quality would be to understand who you have in front of you and find the right way to express yourself and to give you ideas. So I think it's a talking thing. You have to know how to talk to people, especially with actors, because they are maybe the most sensitive at the bottom of the line, you know. In front of the camera you become very weak in a way, very vulnerable, exactly. So the director has to find a good word to make you safe, to give you confidence, but also to maybe sometimes to destabilize you.
To throw you off balance.
Yeah. So it's a game like this. For me, it has to be powerful and a good leader and someone intelligent enough to find the right word.
How much do you how much do you contribute to your character and the details of your character, both in this film and in others?
I didn't participate a lot before because I thought I come from France and my mother was a PR in the business and she was close to some author.
Non, c'est pas ce qu'il a.
Non, je sais.
Oh.
So I was raised with the idea that the director was in charge of every bit of his movie, even for the character. So I thought he would know how to dress the character, the way he should behave and stand and talk. So I would come on set and just ask for the most information from the author, from the director. But since then I evolved a little bit, and I believe I can now more collaborate and bring my own ideas, and I'm more confident, so I think I can propose things. When I was a kid, when I was younger, if I proposed something and I couldn't be able to do it in front of the camera, I would feel bad and it would put me off balance. So now I'm more confident, so I can propose things, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm more confident. And
most of your training was basically in doing films. You didn't go to an acting school or anything like that.
No.
And you were in you've been in at least one American film, right?
Yeah, few, 2 or 3 maybe.
You were in By the Sea?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell me about that experience.
It was a very strange and interesting experience because I didn't know the director before I get on set. I was close to the French girl who was hired for the movie before I was. And I think Angelina asked her, with whom actor you'd like to act in this movie. And Mélanie Laurent said, oh, I like this French actor Melvil Poupaud, you should check him out. So Angelina watched some of my films, like Laurence Anyways, I think she liked this one. And so she trusted Mélanie and she said, okay, let's do it with Melvil. My part was not big, in the script. It's a great part, but it's not like, I don't have like 20 scenes. But I think Angelina trusted Mélanie, and so I just popped up on set at the last minute and met Angelina, whom I've never seen before, and she said, oh, it's perfect, very happy that you're here, and thanks for accepting the part. And so we started working on the character, doing a lot of fittings. It was shot in Malta, and then it was for 2 months I was in Malta with those fantastic actors. I'm a big fan of Brad Pitt, and I watched them work. I had my share, I had things to do and interesting scenes, especially the scenes when she looks through the peephole, you know. You've seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie.
Okay, it's a great movie. It didn't have maybe the best exposition, but I think it's a great movie. A real author movie, that's what I've been did. And it was a true personal and very intimate and very truthful project. So anyway, in the movie, the couple, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they look through a peephole, they peep on the couple next door, and I played the husband in the couple next door. So we had many scenes where she would let the camera roll and film this little room, this big room actually, and let us behave in the room with Melanie, like if we were a real couple, and because we were close enough, Melanie and I, we could just improvise and feel free to do whatever we wanted, and it was easier for the sex scene because there are many sex scenes in the movie, so because you know the partner, it's much easier, you don't have the fear, and so we had a lot of fun even with Angelina. Coming on set with us and joking, and, you know, it was pleasant and a family kind of shooting, very European at least. It was not different from what I've been experiencing in France or in other places. It was not the average American big blockbuster movie. That was for me. That was yeah, easy in a way.
Tell me about your experience on this film.
So that was Nicolas' first movie. But I knew him before that. We met a long time ago. He was a film critic, so he interviewed me for different movies I made. And I followed the writing of the script. He contacted me maybe 2 or 3 years before we actually started shooting. So I was following the process, and I could feel that he was sure of himself. He knew what he wanted to do. And also he's a great cinephile, so that's very reassuring for me because I like to, I mean, it's important that the director knows about other movies and has great references and the right references. Sometimes it turns me down if the director talks me about movies that I don't like as inspiration, you know, that's always disappointing. But he has a great taste and great knowledge about cinema, so I felt like secured. And then on set he was very well prepared. He had chosen the right crew, except for some of the, the people. But I mean, especially the DP. For me, the DP is very important on set because it's my first spectator. He's the one who sees the best, I guess. What you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Nowadays it's different, but so I guess he's the one who sees first and the best what the actor is playing. So it's good to have a good relationship and especially confidence. That you're sure that he does the right light, that he knows what he's doing, and that he's cautious with the actors. So this DP was very good, Sébastien Buchmann. And I was very happy to work with André Dussolier, who is one of the greatest French actors nowadays. A lot of experience, but still very into it. He was very well prepared for that film. We had scenes that last 20 pages, sometimes very long scenes. So it was important for both of us to be confident in each other, like partners, you know. And from the first day, I felt that he was very well trained and happy to be there and ready to get it, to do it. And from then it went. From the first day, we felt that it would be okay, I guess. No stress. The director was very quiet, very cautious with the actor, very precise in his demand, and it was easy. And then we were in New York presenting the movie. There was a lot of people in the audience yesterday night, so the whole adventure is a great thing.
And are you interested in politics?
Yes, a little bit.
Are you interested in it's a political thriller. Do you have a interest in that?
Actually, the movie helped me to clear my ideas. I wanted to read few books that I talk in the movie. The movie is quite literary, so I didn't want to just say the words and not knowing what I was talking about, so I read the book I was talking about, and it kind of opened my mind on certain ideas, you know, political ones. So, and since then I may be more sure of my aspiration or my side, I don't know how you would put it, but yeah, it helped me clear my mind.
And where did you learn English?
I learned English in school. Then when I was 13, I did a movie shot in English. So I had some lessons with a teacher. That was very helpful.
What film was that?
It was a Raoul Ruiz movie called Treasure Island with Martin Landau and Vic Tayback. You know Vic Tayback?
No, I know Armando.
Yeah, sure. Vic Tayback was big by that time. He had a show on TV. I don't remember the name, but he was a great actor. And Jean-Pierre Léaud and Anna Karina. And it was a crazy movie. Sheila, French singer. It was a pirate film, but produced by Menahem Golan and Globus. It was a crazy shoot.
And so, are you in a band? Are you
Yes.
that kind of musician?
Yeah.
You said
Oui. Tu es avec un groupe? Tu joues avec un groupe?
Yes, I have a band. My brother is a proper musician. I'm just fooling around, but I love to play music.
do you perform
Yes, a
in
lot.
France or here or?
No, here we didn't have a chance, but we perform in Paris mostly because my brother has a proper job as a musician with Johnny Hallyday, who is the big French rock star. He plays guitar for Johnny for now 5 years. So when he's not on tour with Johnny and I'm not filming with Nicolas or Angelina Jolie, we play music. It's a kid thing, we started together when we were kids in the room, and so each time we have the opportunity, we do it again.
I'll have to try and find that next time I'm in Paris.
Yeah, it's called Black Minou, you can't miss it.
Black what?
Black Minou, like black kitten.
Black kitty cat.
Black.
Yeah,
Black Minou.
Yeah.